Hi everyone, welcome all of you on my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well and Alhamdulillah I am also good. So yes, I have completed my ground truth internship aptitude test, and as I have promised that after completing the test I will surely make a video on the question pattern, what kind of questions were asked in the test, how many questions were there of each and every sections. So let's get started. So here you can see I have just mentioned this of like in this kind of interface will be there once you will click on the start test, and then after form presenter kind of thing will be displaying, and there one form will be there in which you need to mention your registered email id. Okay, and then few questions will be there like which batch pass out. So three options will be there: 2023, 2024, and others. So those who are preferring, you can select according to you, and then your name, and few more sections were there. Only normal, very simple form. You need to fill it, then you need to submit the form. After submitting the form, immediately your test will be started like this. Okay, so as you can see here, you can read out all the instructions and all. It is simple, and obviously it will be monitored, so you need to be careful while giving the test as everybody guides. Okay, so now let's talk about the questions. So see, from here, as there are total 8 sections. Okay, 8 sections are there, but all the sections are not mandatory. Obviously I have noted down the questions, so I will share all the questions with you all for your idea, for your preparation. You can prepare well for your upcoming exam, because pattern are followed same in all the companies, we can see, right? And those who are going to appear in this ground truth, it will be very useful for you all, correct? And sometimes same questions are getting repeated, as I have seen during these 2 days. So this might be useful for you. Okay, so yeah, in this video I am just going to discuss all the mandatory sections. However, only 3 sections are mandatory: section 1, section 5, and section 8. Okay, but here in this video I have concluded all the questions of section 1. 2 also I have included, and this is of abstract reasoning, and then 5, and then 8. Okay, and all the left questions which you can skip, which can be skippable, but if you it will be of 60 minutes test, so you have enough time, you can process. Okay, you can proceed. So that those things I will make a separate video for that. That can be discussed later, but let's just stick on this mandatory section and all the questions of the mandatory sections. So starting with analytical ability and problem solving, which is section 1. Here the first question was, here each question in this section carries 2 marks, and all the questions in this section is mandatory. So you need to read the instruction carefully before giving the test. Here a company produces electronic devices with a defect rate of 5%. They implement a new quality control system that reduces the defect rate to 2%. By what percent is the defect rate decrease? I'm not going to solve this question. It's very late. You can see it's 3 a.m. But okay, I am just giving you an overview of the question. You can solve it by yourself. And yeah, if you want me to solve this, you can let me know in the comment section. So I'll give the solution also. Answer I have marked here is 60% after getting the solution. Okay. Next question is, a construction project is scheduled to be completed in 40 days. So logic you need to apply here. Questions is not so tough, but also not easy in the first section, but it is easy, we can say easy to moderate only, not tough. So a construction project is scheduled to be completed in 40 days with a team of 10 workers. Due to unforeseen circumstances, 3 workers are unavailable for the project. How many additional days will it take to complete the project with the remaining workers? Okay, you can solve it by yourself, but options were not correct. I could not find the appropriate answer in this option, because answer was something different. Okay, so for this you can get a bonus mark, but I have randomly marked then 10 days because the options are not correct here. Okay, if you will solve, then you will get to know it. Next one is, which is very simple. A rectangular field has a length twice its width. Simply it is given here. A rectangular field has a length twice its width. Means if width is x, then L will be 2x. So the perimeter of the field is 60 meter. Perimeter is given. You need to apply just formula here. 2 into L plus B. What is the area of the field? So simple question. If you will solve it, then you will get the answer 200 meters square. So you can just mark it. Next one is, maybe my voice is little bit slow because it's midnight, but okay. Next is, a car travels a distance of 240 kilometers with an average speed of 60 kilometer per hour. Very simple question again. So for how many hours did the car travel? You can solve it, and after solving you will get answer 4 hours. So you can mark it here 4, as I have done. Total 5 questions were there from this particular section. Okay, so the last question for this section 1 is, a water tank can be filled by two pipes. This is good question, not easy. Pipe A can fill the tank in 6 hours, while pipe B can fill the tank in 4 hours. How long will it take to fill the tank if both pipes are opened simultaneously? So I was confused between 2.4 hours and 3 hours. You can solve it by yourself, and then you can get the correct answer. Okay, I am sure answers will be in this two only, 2.4 hours or 3, but you can solve it and then you will get to know. So these were the total 5 questions from this section 1. Okay, and this was mandatory, which cannot be skippable, and there is no negative marking, so you can apply. You can attempt all the questions. Okay. Next is abstract reasoning, which is section 2, not mandatory. But earlier I was not knowing that this is not mandatory. I was just going to attempt all the questions. But yeah, I was having this, so I included in this video. So abstract reasoning, in here, this is the figure pattern. Which figure is the odd one out? You need to identify. So here I can see, you can solve it in your anyways, wherever you can find it. Because in some pattern, all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options are following the same way. So one will be odd one out. Here I can see two, one circle is filled and then two rectangles. Okay, these two patterns, and I can see some differences there. Distance is there, not consecutively. In here also I can see one first and then last. Here I can also see first and then second last. Here I can also see, no, बीच बीच में gaps हैं यहाँ पे, right? So there are little gaps, means if one is filled, then another one is without filled, and then another one is filled. But in option B I can see it seems odd one out from all the given options, so I marked it B. You can solve it your way. If tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, next is, which figure is the odd one out? So you need to analyze the figure carefully. Okay, so here you can see, okay, one is filled, then again here one is filled. The size is just opposite, left and right. Then again here, okay, so if I can see here all 1, 2, 3, 4. So full, this and this is the completely filled, right? So 2. Here also I can see this and this is completely filled. Okay, and all the else 3 are same as option A. Next, here I can see 1, 2 and 3 are completely filled, only 2 is the rest. Here again I can see 1, 2 is completely filled. Here okay, I can see 1 and 2, this is completely filled. So option C will be the correct answer, because among 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, among 5 figures pattern, 1, 2 and 3 are completely filled, which is odd one out. So this is the answer. Okay, next one is which figure is the next in the series? Which figure is the next in the series? You can see three dots here like this, then one. I mean, dices are there, then two, three, and then four, three, five. So I think three, one, three minus one, two. No, it is not following that way. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, okay. One, one, two. Then got this also. Then two, three. Okay, then four, three. I think it will be B because I think it is B, but I'm not sure. You can check by yourself. I think I have marked B. Here one is there. This is empty. Then two is here. This is empty. And one. Then here it is four. So I think or the B can will be there. I think so. Okay, you can check it by yourself. Next one is which figure completes the grid here in this blank, which one can be filled. So see if you can see here, this is one is this and this, so it is filled and opposite direction. Here also opposite direction. Here it is coming this way, so what can be here, like this, and this one line should be like this, right? So in which we can see, yeah, here will be two boxes, two, and this first this can be filled. So if it is coming in this way, so it should be like this. So C I can see, D will be eliminated, C, A and B can be filled here. But if we will take C, so it will be blank here, and B also can be eliminated because one is filled and one is divided. So A and C can be taken. So I think it is the figure, one need not to get any pen or paper. So that's why I'm telling. Uh, from A and C, I think yeah, C will be your answer. Okay. Now again, which figure completes the grid? So you can see here, and you pause the video, solve it, and then you can proceed ahead. Okay. But if you want me to tell, so let me know in the comment section. I have marked the answer for this one. I think. Hmm, sorry. So yeah, but circle is there, then square under square, then triangle. So which is missing to fill it here? Square, right? Okay, because this is already there. So this is missing. Now A and B is having square in this position. So what above is missing? So this is already there. This is not there. This circle and this. So B will be the answer. You can check it by yourself and confirm. So these were the questions. Total 5 questions were there from the abstract reasoning, means section 2 also, which is not mandatory, but obviously you have to attempt it. Now the mandatory section, attention to details. Okay, it seems lengthy and tough. I also get afraid at once, but it is really very easy question. Let's see. So this question is mandatory and has 3 marks to do it. Wow. Select the correct option after reading. Okay. So below are given letters A to Z. Under each capital letter, a small letter is written in which is used to be as a code for the capital letter. You can see A is coded as a small c, B is coded as a small t, C is coded as a small w. Likewise, it is coded Z is coded as small I. So these little one is the small letters which is replacing the capital letters. So this is given here for your hint. Okay. Now the question is, in each of the following questions, a group of six capital letters is given and its code equivalent is given in one of the column A, B, C and D. Now study the group of letters given in each question and choose its code equivalent from amongst A, B, C and D as your answer. So the word is given here HXMIUZ. Now now what you have to do, you need to see what is coded for capital H. Here you can see for the H it is coded as V. Okay. Now you need to see what is for the X. For X what you can see F. Okay. What you need to remember V F. Very good. Then what is the for the capital M? So for capital M it is N, right? So V F N, correct? VFN. Now for I, what is that? For I, it is D, and again for U, it is M, and for Z, it is L. It's not I, it's L, right? So VFNDML. Now you need to identify from these four columns A, B, C, and D where that word is given. VFNDML. Wait a minute. Okay. So C. In the column A, I tried to identify, but I could not get VF and DML. In B also it is not, C also it is not. You need to just check. In D, I can see in the second row, VF and DML is given. So D will be our answer. So that's how easy it is. And for this, you are getting 3 marks. Correct. So this was the answer. And it was the section 5. Only one question was there. I was expecting more, but I don't know why it was not loaded. I don't know. I think the only one was there. Now section 8, which is data interpretation. My cursor is behaving very weird right now, but anyways. So now section 8, which is the last section, and data interpretation, and also it is the mandatory section. You cannot skip. So here there are number of question is 4. So let's start. This table is given to you year 2007 to 10, and 4 subjects are given, highest marks and the average mark. Okay, now let's see the question. Why it is working very weird? Okay, so the first question is, what is the overall average of marks in the 4 subject in the year 2009? So in the 2009, you need to check from the table, of course. In 2009, focus overall average of marks in the 4 subjects. Here they are talking about all the 4 subjects. You can see average is given for English, it is 56, for math 68, science 68, social science 48. You need to see the average one. Now you need to find out the average. You know how to get the average. uh, Plus all these average value by number of the subjects. So 1 2 3 4. So by 4, if you will calculate, you will get the answer. I don't remember which will be the answer, but if you will calculate, you will get it. I think 60, but I don't remember. You can calculate it. It is very simple. Just plus all the average values of the all the subjects and then divide it by 4. Simple. Next is, suppose there were 40 students in the science in the year 2009. Okay, suppose there were 40 students in science in year 2009. How much total of marks they received combined together? So now you need to focus in the same year 2009, but in the subject science. Okay, for the science, the average marks is 68. Now what they are telling, suppose there are 40 students. Okay, so now what you have to do, you can check 68 into 40 and now calculate what answer you are getting. Let me see. 68 into 40, 2720, which is your answer. You need to check from the average mark which is obtained by students. Okay, because highest mark is something else, but we need to focus on the average marks. Okay, so this was question number 2. Now question number 3 is, in which year the difference between the highest and the average marks in social science was least? So now you need to focus on the social science, but in all the years. So in social science you can see highest and average values are given. So in 2007, 65 minus 55 will be 10, 66 minus 58 will be 2, and again if you will calculate 68 minus 48 will be greater than this 2, 77 minus 58 is will be also greater than this 2, and they are asking which is the least difference in which year. So 66 minus 58, which is 2, so the answer will be 2008. Yeah, here 2008. Okay, this was very easy, seriously. Only the section was little tricky, where I had to use pen and paper. Else was fine. Now, in which year the difference between the highest and the average marks in maths was maximum? You already calculated for social science for the least one. Now you need to focus on the maximum for math. So 94 minus 60 will be 33, I think. Then again you need to calculate 85 minus 62, which is lesser than the first one, and 92 minus 68 is again lesser than the first one, and 91 minus 64 is again lesser than the first one. So the highest will be 2007. Okay, 2007. Okay, 2007. So this was all. Means only 4 questions were there from the data interpretation, and this data interpretation was really easy. Okay, so you can easily attempt it. Now you must have an idea which kind of questions can be asked. I'm not telling that it will be repeated ditto same, but yeah, you can have an idea, and also it will be grateful if you get the same questions, because I have seen some of the other candidates also applied on the same day and they got these similar questions. So those who are going to attempt it tomorrow, all the very best to you all, and let's just crack it. So I have shared all the questions of the mandatory sections, and also I have included section 2, which is not mandatory, but obviously you need to attempt it. Now there are, as I have said, there are total 8 sections, and I have shared the questions of 1, 2, 3, 4 section. Only 4 is still left. So for the rest 4 sections, where the verbal ability, critical thinking, and some engineering questions like testing and validations were there, of each phases, designing and all. Software engineer intern role we have applied. So some related to that section also the questions were there. So those sections and questions we will see in the next video, because I cannot include here. It was the most important one, as I got your comment to post the video soon. So I thought, okay, I can just do it. So I have made it, and I just want your support, guys, please. So please support me by subscribing my channel, and if you like this video, and just give me your honest feedback in the comment section. And yeah, we will meet very soon with the next informative video. Also, what you want to know, you can let me know. If you want solution also, yeah, we can discuss it together. Thank you. Thanks for watching.